Hello, Luminary. Welcome back. It is our final week of 2021. And what is in store with the stars? If you are listening, this is the final episode of 2021. I am so excited and thank you so much for joining me. So listen in. Welcome to the Savvy Luminary podcast, Astrology for Entrepreneurs. I'm your host, Leslie Tagorda, creator of the Astrobrand Method, business astrologer, brand designer, author, and Aquarius boss woman. I help visionary spiritual entrepreneurs and impact makers like you illuminate and amplify your unique star powers so you can be the luminary you were born to be. Okay, Luminary, this episode is going to be short and sweet. And if you're listening in, I'm sure that you're just looking for a little bit of inspiration, not too much information. Inspiration, not information, as we head into our final days of 2021, because wow, it's been a hard one. So this week, I wanted to share a quote from May Sarton, Belgian American poet. She says, "The most valuable thing we can do for the psyche occasionally is to let it rest, wander, live in the changing light of room, not try to be or do anything, whatever." That quote is speaking so loudly to me as I've been on the brink with everything and gosh, reflected in the cosmos of just doing too much and how my values are really shifting in terms of I love working and I really enjoy it and I really love sharing astrology and inspiring everybody. But then there's this balance where I personally feel that if I'm not always giving, if I'm not always on, that there's somehow I'm not worthy. And so this is a real challenge for me to practice stillness, to say, you know what? We're going to go dark a little bit at the end of 2021. Jeff and me and my team, we're going to close the doors and we're going to trust that we have already given all we can. So I would love for you to enjoy this time yourself, to rest and to restore in this final week, especially with the fourth quarter moon and the fading light of that balsamic moon reflecting the fading light of the year. This balsamic moon phase that we are in at the very end of the year is a sliver of a crescent before going completely dark. The balsamic moon is a balsam of healing in the quiet place of nothingness. Now, nothingness isn't meant to be feared, it is to be celebrated. And the nothingness of the cosmos is where stardust is born, where new stars come to life. In the nothingness, the universe creates. In the nothingness, the universe wants to fill with new. So this last week, the stars are on your side to create nothingness in your life and your work and your business, so you can reflect honestly on all that has happened or not happened this year, so you can revalue your deep emotions and the most intimate personal connections. Remember, we're still at that very beginning of the Venus retrograde, dancing with powerful transformative Pluto. So you can revision to be inspired again, motivated to believe in an even bigger dream. So you can restore to fill your energetic cup again, fully rested. For rest is as important as work in an effective and sustainable way. Embrace the nothingness this week so you can create magic for 2022. Happy New Year, Luminary. It has been such a joy spending it with you. Before we dive into the short astrology of this upcoming week, I wanted to remind you that at the very beginning of 2022, we open with a new moon. We have a new moon on January 2nd, a Capricorn new moon, where we get to rededicate ourselves to our mission. integrating all of the things that we want to let go of and everything that we've revalued so we can make space for what we really want to bring in. We can still accomplish our mission with ease and flow, with a little bit of effort without working so hard. So if you want to join me for a very special new moon ceremony on January 2nd, there is a way that you can get it absolutely free. The beautiful Asha Frost, with her Capricorn moon, Libra rising, and Gemini sun, will be joining me for this very special first new moon of 2022. She'll be opening with a ceremony so that we can step into our new mission and vision through our work. This new moon ceremony will be available as a bonus to every single person that purchases my year-end offer, 2022 in the Stars. You've probably heard me speaking all about 2022 in the Stars, my annual year-end offer, which this year I've poured into everything that I love in 3 different editions. At the base edition, called the Rising Edition, you get a PDF that has your calendar that you can print so you can hang on your wall and work with the stars. It gets a full written report. You have an ebook to the co-authored book, New and Full Moon Rituals, with me and Natalie Miller of 2022. That's an ebook that shares all of the lunations so you can work with successful use of rituals in your business and your life. And that book comes with a mini training so that you learn how to personalize each of these lunations in your own natal chart. That is at that base level, the Rising Edition. Now, when you buy that Rising Edition, you can get access to this ceremony where we'll be creating and rededicating to our mission. No more resolutions, no more plans and goals, pure intention. So join with us. Head on over to thesavvyluminary.com/2022 to sign up for 2022 in the Stars. I have 3 different versions. If you want more one-on-one with me, including astroband readings and new moon mini readings, join in the Luminary or Illustrious editions where you get lots of one-on-one with me. I hope you'll choose to invest in yourself and the guidance of the stars in 2022. Again, if you're interested in that free new moon ceremony with Asher Frost and myself, head on over to thesavvyluminary.com/2022. Okay, let's dive into the last astro events of 2021. Here we go. If you've celebrated Christmas, Merry Christmas to you. The day after, on the 26th, we have our 4th quarter moon in Libra at 5 degrees. This happens at exactly 6:24 p.m. Pacific, 9:24 p.m. Eastern, where the theme is relax and appreciate loved ones. The last quarter moon phase is an integration phase in our lives and our businesses, a time to cultivate all that we have learned and assess what we want to continue with and what we want to turn back into the earth as nourishment for the seeds we've planted. Such a beautiful lunation for our end of year. With the Libra 4th quarter moon, spend some time integrating and relaxing with those you love most in your life and business. It's so good to catch up with those you might not have seen over the holidays, even if it's a quick phone or Voxer exchange. Connect this week. On the 28th, we have a big one. Jupiter re-enters Pisces. This happens on the 28th at exactly 8:09 p.m. Pacific, 11:09 p.m. Eastern, where the theme of Jupiter re-entering Pisces is expansive imagination and interconnectedness. What will you dream and envision? It's time to celebrate Jupiter's return home. Earlier this year, between May and July of 2021, Jupiter dipped his toes into his traditional home sign of visionary Pisces, and now Jupiter returns. Jupiter is the planet that rules optimism, truth, luck, purpose, vision, and philosophy. In your business, Jupiter is your energy for growth, expansion, exploration, and increasing your global reach through your business. Well, Jupiter is in his home sign of Pisces. He's powerful yet sensitive, giving an imaginative, energetic, magical sensey boost to everything. Even if you don't consider yourself creative, we all get a dose of his imaginative, illusionary powers. Add rainbow effervescence to everything. Now, Jupiter will be spending his time in Pisces now through May 10th of 2022, expanding on your work that benefits from your vast, intangible imagination. Anything to do with photography, video, music, and divine spirit. Pay attention to your sleeping and waking dreams, for this is where Jupiter's magic will beam in. This will be Jupiter's last time in Pisces for the next 12 years. So enjoy this time from now through May 10th. Now, in April, we have coming up, if you've listened to 2022 in the stars, rewind a couple of episodes where I share everything, all the big highlights coming for us up in 2022. And if you've listened to that episode, you know that in April, we have our great meetup between Jupiter and Neptune. We all get to see Jupiter and Neptune meet up in the sky in Pisces at 23 degrees in April. And this is the theme that really anchors all of 2022 together, invoking a visionary awakening. To me, Jupiter and Neptune are meeting, and it's the spiritual expansion, a spiritual expansion for all of us in our work. If you have any planets or angles in Pisces, as Jupiter spends its time at home, your Piscean energies will get an abundant lift. Woohoo! On the 29th, Mercury meets up with Venus retrograde and Pluto. Mercury joins Venus first at 5:27 a.m. Pacific, 8:27 a.m. Eastern. The very next day, Mercury then joins up with Pluto. But really, in effect, all of these three planets, Mercury, Venus, and Pluto, are really interacting over the next couple of days. Mercury and Venus spread words of appreciation. How will you share your deep love and respect? Today, you have to speak your words of love, beauty, and appreciation. Ultimately, you're still in this quiet time, so snuggle and chat with your closest loved ones. Or if you find yourself solitary, enjoy it. Write a love letter to yourself, to your business, to your work, to your life. Share and speak those words. Those words have the power to inspire in unexpected ways. Mercury and Venus retrograde meeting up at Capricorn of 24 degrees. This will be especially intimate for cardinal signs, Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. On the 30th, way early in the morning at 1:54 a.m. Pacific, 4:54 a.m. Eastern, Mercury now meets up exactly with Pluto. Your words have power. What would you like to say to 2021? It's our last aspect of the year and really a continuation of yesterday's meetup of Mercury and Venus. Continue on sharing your messages of devotion, gratitude, and transformation. Mercury will be meeting up Pluto a couple of more times in early 2022, so enjoy it. Mercury and Pluto giving your words power at Capricorn of 25 degrees, especially charismatic for all cardinal signs, Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. Oh, Luminary, thank you so much for listening in. It's been such a pleasure connecting and sharing the business starcasts with you in 2021. So excited to share more with you next year. For now, I'll be practicing what I share with you, taking a little bit of my own medicine and spending time with myself, with my family, and with my closest loved ones. I hope you do the same. Thank you so much, Luminary. Until next year. If you love this podcast, please consider doing me a favor and heading over to Apple iTunes and leaving me a rating and review. Your rating and review helps this humble podcast get seen and found by more listeners like you. Please share the love.